Good evening and welcome to Blueprint Exclusive. I'm Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan. Earlier today, Rahul Gandhi stepped up the pressure over the alleged pellet gun injuries during the July 20th Jantar Mantar protest. The leader of opposition reached the Parliament Street police station with 19-year-old Sahil Lochap, who says that he was injured in police action during the protest. Rahul sat on Dharna, demanding that an FIR be filed and seeking accountability. Sahil allegedly suffered pellet injuries to his eyes and abdomen and later underwent surgery at the AIIMS Trauma Center. Inside the police station, Rahul met senior Delhi police officers, including DCP Sachin Sharma. Congress workers and supporters raised slogans, with some attempting to enter the police station. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, Mallikarjun Kharge and Salman Khurshid also backed the demand for an FIR. And those were the scenes that you saw at the Parliament Street police station. Rahul Gandhi interacting there with the officers, as well as, of course, later sitting on Dharna outside that particular Parliament Street police station as well. All right, and there's a massive development taking place after the high drama. Now we are told that there will be an FIR filed in the pellet firing case. 5 hours after Rahul's afternoon Dharna, now this announcement coming in from the Delhi police, and they've agreed to file this FIR on victim Sahil's complaint. Top sources are telling Times now that the BNS sections are going to be made public shortly. There's no specific reason given for filing the FIR at the moment by the Delhi police, but that's really going to be what Rahul Gandhi pretty much wanted. Let's go across to Bhavtosh as well as Priyanka Niyamika also joining us. Bhavtosh, this is a huge victory in a sense for Rahul Gandhi because this is what he has been sitting in Dharna for, and now the police have agreed to his demands.
Yes, Madhav, in fact, not only a victory, vindication of the stand that has been taken by the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, because he was the one who picked up this issue much after the CJP protest got over. He was, in fact, with the victims of a pellet gun, and Times Now also had virtually covered the story right from the day one when Priyanka colleague spoke to the victims, and then subsequently the general diary which showed that a DCP rank officer had ordered the firing of the pellet. Coming back to the story, it was a day of high drama. Rahul Gandhi going to the Connaught Place police station and then virtually sitting on the Dharna right from 12:15 onwards, and till now is waiting for the victim to come out with the copy of the FIR, and only then he will move out. A day of intense drama, and also in a way his stand is being vindicated that there should be a separate FIR and not be clubbed with the FIRs, other FIRs that have been filed in this case. One has to wait and see what would be the BJP's reaction, because they have always said that this is a nautanki that has been done by Rahul Gandhi just to get eyeballs. Back to you.
From Priyanka as well. Priyanka, at the moment, is there any word coming in from the Delhi police as to why these FIRs were not filed earlier? Because the claim of Rahul Gandhi is that he came with Sahil Lochan, or Sahil Lochan himself came on multiple occasions to the police, but they refused to file his FIR. What are they saying about that?
See, Madhav, that's the most important factor, because earlier when we started talking to the senior officials that if Rahul Gandhi has come up along with the complainant, why you are not filing the FIR, then the reasoning which was given by the senior officials was related to that two FIR cannot be filed for one particular incident. Probably the timing is certainly the catch which has given some ray of hope to Rahul Gandhi, which is now being converted into an FIR. And the breaking input is that the Delhi police has registered the FIR and the sections of the FIR will be out soon. What senior official told me, Madhav, that they don't have any reason. The only reason which could be given by the, if you look at the hierarchy, the officials who are on the fourth in the hierarchy have been telling us that we don't have any reason. Just because Rahul Gandhi has been sitting on protest and he has not been agreeing, we were bound to go ahead and filing the particular FIR. So that is certainly a worrying thing which can be challenged whenever the matter will go to the court, because there cannot be two FIR for one particular incident. What made Delhi police file this FIR is certainly something for them to give the justification for. But as Bhavtosh has rightly stated, it's a win for the Congress party where they have managed to secure one more FIR. But Madhav, what will happen?
All right, but there are questions. There are questions about how, when the Supreme Court has seized of this matter, when it has formed a high-powered committee to investigate or form an inquiry committee as far as this issue is concerned, what justifies then going ahead and filing another FIR when it comes to the precise issue of pellet guns, which is within the scope of that investigation? Let me take that question across to Niyamika. Niyamika, what does the Congress party have to say about the fact, because you've seen opposition, I mean the BJP etc. come out and say that there has been Supreme Court which has taken cognizance of this issue. They are seized of the matter. They formed an inquiry committee, and pellet guns, projectiles are very much part of the scope of that inquiry as well. So why this FIR?
Well, the Congress party is saying that this is something which is related to a common citizen of this country. There is nothing to do politics about it, as it was Sahil who had come first here at the police station with the hope that an FIR would be registered against those who have been involved in firing the pellet guns, because of which he has been severely injured as he has lost his eyesight. But that was not being done. IO number was not being given to Sahil, and that is the only reason why now the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, came here at the Parliament Street police station, as he had made it very clear that till the time an FIR, a separate FIR, is going to be registered for Sahil, then till that time the Congress party is going to hold this protest, and that is what they are doing right now here as well. We can see that not just inside the police station but outside as well. There are a lot of workers of the Congress party, IYC, NSUI workers who have gathered here, and they have made it clear that they are going to be here in support of Sahil, because he has lost his eyesight. There are all the the records of the hospital which can prove that he has been shot by the pellet guns as a pellet gun. As for that reason, in fact, Rahul Gandhi
may
has
have
also
moved, but the
made
Congress
this
workers clearly have not. And Bhavtosh, Priyank and Nyamika, thanks so much for joining us for your reportage on ground today, keeping Times Now ahead of all other channels. Thank you so much indeed. Joining us at the moment is a very special guest on Times Now. We have former Union Minister and current General Secretary, in fact, newly appointed General Secretary, Smriti Irani is with us. Congratulations, Smriti Irani, on your new role as General Secretary in BJP President Nitin Nabeen's new team. In the build-up to election season in UP and elsewhere, how differently do you think this new team is going to approach challenges ahead?
I think that it is incumbent upon us to make sure that all the work that Narendra Modi's leadership has done to not only strengthen issues like the assurance that the Treasury will be connected to those who need support the most through schemes like DBT, Jandan, Mudra. We bring those communication skills, we bring those practices closer to the people. Narendra Modi, from what my work ethic has been under his leadership, has always believed that the organization is the communication bridge, the building bridge between the people and the government of the day. So I think that under the leadership of the party president, Shri Nitin Nabeen, it is a time to reach deeper into our grassroots to strengthen not only the Sangathan, but also to ensure that we have a more deeper and productive engagement with citizens at large.
Right, but is this new team being seen, or this organizational rejig, only because it is Nitin Nabeen's new team? Is there any other reason that you think of at this point of time? Younger faces, for instance, that have come in as far as this new team is concerned, and what do these changes intend to indicate?
I think, Madhav, that this particular interview with regards to the aspect of the composition of the new team, the expectations from the new team, or what are the milestones the new team is supposed to fulfill, that is something that you best interview the national president. He is better positioned to speak about the organization as a whole. It would be myopic, and it would, in fact, shortchange the president of the party if I speak on all issues pertaining to his view and his leadership about what his expectations of us are.
No, surely. But, one of the things that's been spoken about very clearly over the last few weeks and few months, in fact, is that how Gen Z has clearly carved out a space in India's political discourse. Are we going to see BJP evolve its messaging or its priorities to connect with this new generation of voters?
I think it would be extremely shameful if we do not acknowledge that the youth of this country did not wait for a nomenclature to be involved socially, politically, or economically with the country. For you to state that a particular gathering, assimilation of people at a particular place in the country means the time for the young has come, would be to deny the constant involvement of the young in the polity of our country.
No, but there's a reason I'm asking you this, because in 2029, and it's quite widely been reported, around 380 million voters are expected to be between the ages of 18 and 32, and all political parties appear to be wooing that particular demographic.
Our demographic outreach, irrespective of age, irrespective of gender, irrespective of region or religion, has always been robust. But I think we are pragmatic enough to recognize that we will find new methodologies of engagement. So I think that if you look at the landscape of politics in our country, the Bharatiya Janata Party, I'm sure you would agree with me on this, has never been stagnant with regards to outreach just because we have a government in power now for the third term.
Right. And if I can come to the Gen Z and the NEET protests as well as protests that have taken place in Jharkhand, and do you believe there's a strong feeling, particularly amongst today's youth, that the political class as a whole, not any party in particular, has not been adequately receptive to the concerns that they have expressed in the past?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think what you saw was a divided opposition between Jantar Mantar and where Rahul Gandhi wanted to position himself. At Jantar Mantar, you saw Mr. Sisodia, you saw Mr. Kejriwal. With the Jantar Mantar team, you saw those who belong to the Thackeray's party. So it was a divided opposition and how they wanted to showcase their strength rather than talking about that particular simulation as a reflection of the Indian youth. The Indian youth that in my 2.5 decades of politics I am accustomed to does not beat up paramilitary forces. The Indian youth does not beat up police personnel. The Indian youth does not insult the Indian army. Those are characteristics of the opposition.
But do you acknowledge that there's a need to perhaps better articulate, communicate with that particular demographic?
I think that there is a need to communicate and engage with people 24/7, irrespective of their age. I also believe, Madhav, and pardon me for asking this, how old are you?
I'm 46.
Beg your pardon?
46 years old.
Hello?
I'm 46 years old, Smriti Irani.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you as relevant as a 29-year-old?
Perhaps not as relevant as a Gen Z, but I'm still a citizen
Not
of this
at all.
country.
And that is where you and I will disagree. I think we need to recognize that while our country needs the agility, the impatience of the youth, it also needs the contribution, the experience of those who have lived long enough to serve this country as mere citizens, or for that matter, as a part of either the social circuit or the economic circuit that seeks to have a very strong and resilient nation. So to say that, Madhav, as a politician, I would think that you are not as relevant as a 29-year-old will be not only doing a great injustice to you as an individual citizen, but also great injustice to the whole ethos of democracy.
Right. The reason I'm asking you this is also we're at a time when Rahul Gandhi, the rest of the Congress leadership and top brass has been staging a dharna outside the Parliament Street police station today. They have been insisting that the Delhi police must file an FIR in a case involving a youth who's allegedly been shot by a pellet gun. And there's an escalation in this entire police action or police excess issue. Do you believe there should have been an FIR in this case?
Why is that escalation right now being sought by Mr. Gandhi? There are three things which I would like you to consider. Firstly, is an investigation already underway? Yes or no?
Of course, there's an investigation.
Let me ask you the second question. Has a complaint been received? Can an investigation happen without cognizance of a complaint?
Of course not. Of course not. Their contention is that they gave a complaint and it was not registered.
No, I'm asking you a question, Madhav. Can an investigation ensue without cognizance of a complaint?
Of course not.
Without cognizance of the fact that a citizen is aggrieved? It cannot, correct?
Right.
Secondly, has the Supreme Court already opined on this issue? Yes.
Yes.
So if the intention of Mr. Gandhi was to seek justice on this particular issue, did you see Mr. Gandhi once ask for an FIR to also investigate those who beat up police personnel and paramilitary forces?
Not yet.
Can I please see that complaint? Forget the FIR. Can I see such a complaint from the Congress leader?
I don't think there's any such
Is
complaint.
it true that the Supreme Court took cognizance without Rahul Gandhi having to sit there and toss toffees like they did right now today in front of the police station? So investigation is already underway. Cognizance has already been taken. Supreme Court is already monitoring and has opined on the issue. So what is Rahul Gandhi's today's position designed to deviate from? It is designed to deviate from the national outrage with regards to the Vande Mataram controversy. A controversy the nation did not thrust upon Rahul Gandhi. It is a controversy that emanated from the Congress headquarters. So recognizing that they were being enveloped in the outrage. This is what Rahul Gandhi did today. Like I said, if the purpose is to pursue justice, is an investigation underway? Yes. Did Mr. Gandhi have to go to a police station to ensure there's an investigation? No.
Right.
So why this deviation?
Yeah, but this protest somehow appears to have worked because we've just received information a short while earlier that the Delhi police is now going to register an FIR against unknown persons in the pellet gun case. So the Congress is going to come out and ask why did it take so long? Because the complainant has been claiming that he's been running to try and register a complaint for some time now.
I am again saying to you, was an investigation already underway? Or did Mr. Rahul Gandhi go just to score a political brownie point? Would you have then put Delhi police in a kadgara because they made the LOP wait outside the police station? But did the LOP, who's supposed to be the leader of all opposition, go to that same police station and said, I'm in pursuit of justice. Let's also pursue all those who attacked paramilitary services and police personnel. Because the Gen Zs who belong to their families came out in the national capital and gave a press statement. Did you find Mr. Rahul Gandhi support such Gen Zs who stood up for the nation?
But
can I please see that complaint?
Yeah, but Ms. Irani, Rahul Gandhi is going to surely proclaim this latest development as a huge victory because we've seen the BJP say that he's resorting to politics of anarchy. How do you see this going on from here?
Rahul Gandhi goes to proclaim everything as a victory, including the fact that he lost in 2024. He thinks that's a moral victory. When has Rahul Gandhi not claimed a victory which doesn't exist? But since he's such a conscientious leader, did you see him stop Sonia Gandhi when she was insulting Vande Mataram? Vande Mataram, which is legally mandated to be sung completely by the same parliament that deems it fit to proclaim Rahul Gandhi the leader of opposition. Did he stop her? That if you cannot sing it, can you please stand in respect of the national song? This is a national song that Rajendra Prasad in the Constituent Assembly in 1950 said, Vande Mataram is to be given the same respect as Janagana Mana. Did you see Mr. Gandhi step in and say, please do not disrespect the national song? No, he doesn't stand up for the national song, doesn't stand up for the paramilitary, doesn't stand up for Delhi police, doesn't stand up for the Indian army. And you are trying to convince me he's in the pursuit of justice?
But the larger context here, Smriti Irani, I must point out, is that opposition, and we saw the disruption of the entire monsoon session, where the opposition repeatedly has raised questions of police excess, particularly as far as Delhi police is concerned, and the disproportionate use of force. How do you see that issue play out from here on?
Was the Home Minister available to respond to? Was the Home Minister available to discuss threadbare the entire incident? Yes. Did the opposition show any inclination to discuss, deliberate, or debate? No. So what is the intention of going to Parliament and be elected there? So that we become the voice of the people. Why is it that Rahul Gandhi didn't want to be the voice of the people when the Home Minister said, I'm available to respond to every charge? Because if it was a productive pursuit of facts, wouldn't Rahul Gandhi want a discussion in Parliament? That is a sacrosanct temple of democracy. Wouldn't Rahul Gandhi want that?
Right. And Smriti Irani, in the run-up to very important elections that are going to take place next year, how do you see these issues playing out? Will it be played out in the People's Court? Would it be played out in the Supreme Court, where the matter has already been taken up? How do you see all of this playing out in coming months?
Wherever it plays out, wherever Rahul Gandhi wants to play it, Madhav, I think what is to be seen and reflected upon is that he wanted to play with Hindu sentiments. When Sonia Gandhi said, do not sing the 4 stanzas, what was in the stanzas that Sonia Gandhi wanted to stop? The fact that we look at Ma Bharati as a manifestation of knowledge, as a manifestation of Shakti, The fact that we look upon Ma Bharti as a manifestation of Ma Durga, Ma Lakshmi, Ma Saraswati, that is the insult that was being thrust upon Hindus of this country at the Congress headquarters. So will it play out? Mr. Gandhi is happy and free to play it out. But he will have to explain that if Nehru's diktat rules independent India, then what was the other affirmation that Nehru gave to Muhammad Ali Jinnah? Muhammad Ali Jinnah, in writing, wanted Nehru to ensure that he permit cow slaughter. Nehru responded, and this correspondence can be factually checked, saying he will not legislatively restrict cow slaughter, as that is the desire of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Today is the Congress's position that they will support Nehru's view on cow slaughter. So Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party can play it on these facts, on these issues. I'm sure the country would look ahead to that debate if they have the strength to debate it in Parliament, or for that matter, if they want the conversation on the streets of this country, I'm sure the country and its citizens will respond.
All right, Smriti Irani, thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking to us here at Times Now.